This is in reference to the 2007 to, I believe, 2012 Hyundai Santa Fe 2.7 all-wheel drive. Hyundai service manual states that you have to drop the subframe with the transmission and everything on it as one unit. Well, I didn't have a lift to raise the car up and then drop the subframe out. I ended up just using a forklift. You can pull it out the top. So I couldn't find any videos online where someone had pulled it out the top and they actually explained how they did it. That transfer case, it's bolted to the backside of the engine. You have to get that out. That's the biggest issue right there, because you can't access one of the bell housing bolts to pull the engine. So I was able to pull it out the top without damaging any wires, any hoses. I left the power steering pump in, just put it to the side. Your AC compressor, just put that off to the side. When you pull that transfer case though, you are going to lose transmission fluid. Just make sure you got a couple of pans, drain all your fluids. It'd probably be a good idea to put new stuff in. But for the ones that are front wheel drive, I'm not sure if this procedure is this much in depth. I ended up leaving the alternator on and the front cat. First things first that you want to do is pull your upper plenum, get that out of the way, gives you some room back here, and then pull your rear cat. That'll give you a lot more room to access the top of the transfer case. You want to pull your Y pipe so you can get more access coming up from the bottom. You're going to have 6 bell housing bolts that connect it to the transmission, and this one right here is the one that's blocked off by the transfer case. These two up here were kind of a pain to get to, but if you got a swivel extension, you can get to them pretty well. The help of electric ratchets, that helped out a bunch too. But I'm just showing that it is possible to pull it out the top so you don't have to drop your subframe and all that. I mean, it's probably easier to drop the subframe, but for the guys that don't have a lift, there's a way you can do it. And you got to pull your CV axle so you can pull your extension shaft out of your transfer case, and then you can pull your transfer case. Disconnect your rear drive shaft, and I just left the transfer case in there. There's not really a way you can pull it out with the engine in the vehicle still. Wire harness, you have to pull every plug off of the engine, off of every sensor, because wire harness links in with the body harness, so it's not where you can just like unplug it from a main plug and pull it with the engine. I did leave the radiator in, didn't have to move that. Your air intake duct that goes here on top of the radiator, you will have to pull that. It's just a couple of plastic snap rivets, and that's it. But yeah, I didn't really find a good video online that shows the procedure of pulling the engine out the top. I don't think people really do it that much, but this is just another video, give someone some insight if they have the same problem. This engine actually still runs. It's just it's got that variable intake runner in the plenum, and it dropped all the butterflies, and the screws went down in the engine, and it's got a bit of a knock to it. The rod bearings are okay. I think it is in the wrist pin, like it mashed the bushing in the connecting rod. But I was able to find an engine for, rather cheap. It's got 50,000 miles less on it. So now we just got to do everything reverse of what we did and hope it works. Thanks for watching.